are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Roman, joined here as always by my brother Tim. And today we have only 8 games in the MLB, but don't worry. What the MLB has, we have half those amount of games in the CFL and the WNBA combined. So we will be going over the CFL game, and then also at the end, we have I have the WNBA games typed up. We went over the WNBA game yesterday. You guys seem to like it, so maybe we'll look to tag on some WNBA going forward, especially when it's only baseball. Kind of spice it up a little bit, have something other than baseball to talk about during these shows. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's massive slate, we'll take a look back at what happened yesterday. One went right and one went wrong in the world of sports betting. Tampa Bay, Baltimore, first 5 under 4 was a loser. Toronto Blue Jays, first 5 money line. I actually cashed a play in a Toronto Blue Jays game. What? That was crazy. Winner there. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are going to win today. Money line, cash it. First 5 under 4.5 was a loser in Kansas City, Detroit. Yankees, first 5 plus a half, even money was a winner. My only regret was just not taking the full out money line. Or if I was going to take the plus a half, I should have taken the first 5 under as well, because me taking the first 5 plus a half tells me that I'm also liking the under, and the under would have hit in the first 5 under plus a half. That would have made a lot more sense, especially with the total 3.5. Not looking at it. Anyways, got that one though. Guardians first 5 run line was a loser. Full game -1 was a push. Gavin Williams looked strong other than the 3rd inning. I believe he didn't give up a hit in any inning other than the 3rd inning, which he gave up 4 runs in. He looked great. He looked great last night, and I look forward to seeing him going forward. White Sox first 5 was a loser. Red Sox money line was a loser, but ended out the night really nicely with a double up winner with the LA Dodgers first 5 plus 138, full game plus 127. I had to rebet those, and I'm so glad I did, because they put Gratterall in instead of whatever, and made it and added an opener. Rebet it. I got 2 cents better on the full game money line. I got plus 127 instead of plus 125. So nice little double up winner on the Dodgers last night. So 5-5-1 in the MLB, up 0.18 units. I went 2-0 in the WNBA yesterday, up 1 unit. Aces first half -11.5, full game -19.5. They win by 20. This Aces team is not one I want to jump in front of. This is a team on a crash course, and I think I don't see anybody stopping them on the routes to repeating here. So those both cashed. Overall yesterday, 7-5-1, up 1.18 units. Overall in June, 134, 115, and 19, up 15.74 units. So overall, still a very nice month, up almost 16 units, and looking to continue that into today.
Yeah, it was a good day yesterday. We were profitable on the site, so we'll take it. We're still down for the month of June. We're down 8.83 units. But when it comes to it, it is what it is. Start off nicely with the Cubbies on the money line and the Cincinnati Reds on the run line, which was never in doubt. I did have Phoenix up on the site that we missed by a point. I had 19, so I was looking to push, and then free throws at the end kind of screwed me over there. Cleveland -1.5. They won by 1, so that was unfortunate. Boston, both Sox socked last night. Luckily, the Dodgers came through and helped us out there. But, Nick, the most profitable thing on the site yesterday was MLS, which I...
Stop it. Get some help.
Which I swept the board. The over in the Cincinnati game, the over in the St. Louis game, and the Sporting Kansas City plus 0.25. They tied, so that ended up winning. Ended up being a 3-0 day there. So very nice to see getting back in the W column for the MLS. And hopefully you can get back in the W column for the WNBA today. I do have 3 plays in the WNBA, so I'm ready to go for that.
Yeah, I'm looking at one. So right now in the WNBA, I think we're on the same page on one of them. And then hopefully by the time we get to later in the show, we'll have a little bit more of a ticket sampling for line movements and things like that. But one team's already checked the box, so we'll we'll see if that is the case at the end of the show. Morning, boys. Morning, that guy. Yo, yo, yo. Not a good day for Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm on the Mystics, the Lynx, and the Fever. We'll be going over the WNBA.
Two out of 3 is not bad.
Morning, I lost by half on the Mercury plus 19.5. A push. But live bet, it pushed I was staring at heading into the third quarter. I was talking to Tim during this. I was like, I might grab the plus 28.5 with the Mercury heading into the fourth quarter, thinking that the Aces maybe let their foot off the gas. I should have done it. It is what it is. Morning, y'all. Good morning. I don't want to talk about the Mercury game. I do. Aces covered. My bets tanked yesterday, but woke up this morning at 9 o'clock. My Caspa holdings on my Caspa holdings. Okay.
Up $900 on his whatever.
Gotcha.
Always nice to make money while sleeping. Yes.
Mystics, Lynx, and Fever. I like one of those teams.
I like the last two.
Yeah. I didn't do any single bets, and it screwed me. One from each parlay lost. Dang, yeah. I mean, that's the best way to go 3-1. It's a 4-leg parlay.
Yep.
Winnipeg Jets going to make it my second CFL bet so far. I've been perfect. The Jets play hockey. The Blue Bombers play football.
No, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers.
Good morning, gentlemen. Do you have any suggestions on a good 2-legger parlay for today? Blue Bombers. I do like the Blue Bombers today. And honestly, I have not.
How could the Rays possibly go wrong?
Oh yeah, we'll get into the Rays.
Yeah.
People can say what they want about parlays, but I'm still up 35 units this month.
The thing is, you only have to hit a couple in order to be profitable. So.
Yeah. RVD, check the Jets today. He means the Blue Bombers. Hey, Joe, check your DM, my guy.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Hope everyone had a good day yesterday. It was a good day. Morning, first 5 A's money line. That pushed yesterday. If you took the run line, it hit, but it pushed the money line. What DM? Yeah. Andrew Vaughn, home run. And Mike Glennon.
Are you Mike Glennon?
Is that Mike Glennon?
Are you the Mike Glennon?
Whoa. That would be a huge reveal. Morning, gents. Morning, grit and grind. How are you doing? 2-leg, Marlins money line, Braxton over 5 strikeouts. I was looking a little into Miami. We'll get into the Marlins when we get there. Yeah, seeing what I sent on Twitter. I think so, yeah. Yes, I lost my count along. This is groundbreaking news. Hosma Vision is Mike Glennon. Wow. All right. After that, I don't know how you really typed up a college baseball game.
Yeah, because we probably have anywhere from 3 to 4 games left, and this is a big game. So I figured
I haven't been capping it.
So Wake Forest is currently a dog today, Nick. It's because it's Skeens going for LSU, and if you remember it, and you know who Skeens is, Nick, because I showed you the video the other day where the first batter in the Tennessee game, 100, 101, 101, 101, 102, and he struck him out. That guy, he's going for LSU today. That's why LSU is such a big favorite, minus 210. Total of 8, and the funny thing is, I looked up the total earlier because I was talking about this game with coworkers this morning, and I'm like, oh, that's a 9.5 total. That's kind of crazy. And then I looked when I walked down. I'm like, it's an 8 now. Should have grabbed the under 9.5 when it was available. I think the total is too low. I'm grabbing Wake Forest today. I know it's the number 1 seed, and they're a massive dog at plus 150. I'm grabbing Wake Forest.
Yeah, I mean, but it is the projected number 1 overall pick, number 2 overall pick.
It is. All the hype.
No, I'm giving a reason why they are that big.
No, it makes sense why they're that big of favorites. Wake Forest has their like second guy going, so at least they have one of their big guys. But
it's still going to be an MLB talent.
Yeah, 100%. And when it comes to it, Rake Forest shouldn't be this big of favorites or dogs. I would take Wake Forest, and surprisingly, I would take the over.
Yes.
At that 8 number now, I would take the over, which I believe if you put both of those together, it's probably like 350, 375. But I'm going Wake Forest plus 155 today against LSU to make the College World Series. Figure I'd throw that one in there real quick.
Yeah, I was going to say, when I saw that line that big, I was looking towards Wake Forest. And I get it. Everybody's going to be attracted maybe to the number 1 seed there at a big dog price, but they also may be attracted to arguably the best pitcher, not arguably, I think the best pitcher remaining in the College World Series.
There you go. Back to the chat. Over 49 in the CFL game, 40-plus points the last 2 games for Winnipeg.
Well, we'll get into that.
It seems like the whole world is on Miami, or am I tripping? I would understand that, considering that the Pittsburgh Pirates have lost, 9 straight games? Makes sense. Yeah. I might be on Miami too.
We'll get into it.
Yes, we'll get all the. I know. The Pirates are 1-9 their last 10 and lost. Makes sense. Even 10 with Keller on the mound. He's been regressing hard this season. Yeah, I agree. Morning, gentlemen. Good morning. Jack Sawinski to hit a home run plus 830. I'm not going to talk you off of it. You have
I have a feeling I'm going to land on the Pirates today.
I will tell you already, I'm not going to.
I know you don't back losing teams, but
I don't take the under in Winnipeg. Yes.
Yes.
What's up, fellas? I like Corbin Carroll over 1.5 total bases. I was looking at him over 1.5 runs / RBI, so I'm right with you. I'll talk more on when you get to it. There you go. Who has the dog? Oh yeah, the dog upstairs. It won't shut up. Congratulations to the Hershey Bears, AHL Calder Cup champion Bears.
They won in overtime versus Coachella Valley.
There you go. I love the Reds money line yesterday. You live bet them. Nice. I had the run line, so it worked out. I hate betting losing team. I hate betting losing trending teams. Yeah, I don't want to back them. And I'll back teams that are winning. Like, that's why I've been riding the Reds and the Giants and the Red Sox for a while. And that's why we rode the Rays earlier this year. We rode the Pirates when they were winning. We rode the Marlins when they were winning. The Arizona Diamondbacks have had good streaks. So, yeah, I have my streaks, and I like to go with them. Ohtani and the Angels screwed me last night. That's rough. We had the opposite side. Demon Deacons cost me a 3-teamer yesterday. On them again today at plus money. Me too. Nick, I'm going to go ahead and introduce this game, and I'm going to try to shut up that dog. BC Lions and the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Bombers minus 6.5 with a total of 40. Go ahead.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here. This line opened up at a 6. It did get up to a 7 at one point. Some buyback on BC. It's down to a 6 again. Line opened up at a 49 and line opened up at a 49 3 days ago, and it just got to a 49.5 last night. So it took 3 days for this line to hit 49.5. Let me refresh the ticket counts on this one here. Unfortunately, Action Network does not provide CFL ticket splits, so I got to rely on VSiN. We have 31% of the tickets, 43% of the cash is on the Lions, and we have 83% of the tickets, 86% of the cash is on the over. And looking at the spot for me, when we look at these two teams, yes, I get it. Everybody's going to look at the Winnipeg Blue Bombers and see they've scored 42 and 45 the first 2 games. I don't have the Hamilton and Saskatchewan defenses anywhere remotely close to the level of the BC Lions defense. BC coming in this game, absolutely dominating defensively so far this year. This is a different team than last year. No Nathan Rourke, obviously, which means lower scoring games. They gave up 15 in week 1 to Calgary, and they shut out Edmonton. I think this is another spot here where this is a different style of offense that the BC Lions are running this year. They're running more longer drives. It's less of the air raid offense, so they're not going to be putting up 40, 50 points a game this year like they were last year. And I expect Winnipeg's defense to step up here. This was the number 1 rated defense last year. And this has been a not great defense against not great competition. I expect them to step up defensively today because when you look at they gave up 31 points and 27 points. And here's the problem with when we look at that actually. Most of those points that they're giving up is in the second half when they're already out to a pretty decent sized lead. Like when we look at the Hamilton game, they gave up 31 points, but 27 of that was in the second half. 14 of that was in the fourth quarter when they were already up 24 points. So they kind of like took their foot off the gas. I don't expect them to do that this week. This is, I think, going to be potentially a somewhat of a closer game. I still think this is a 10-point Blue Bombers win, and I said something along the lines of 21-10. So I'm on the Blue Bombers laying the points, and I'm on the under 49 in this game. I expect this BC team to continue to produce unders, even though I've been on overs the last few weeks of them, just because people are still remembering that offense from last year, and it's not the same offense from last year. So I like the Bombers in the under here in this spot. I think we get a low-scoring double-digit win for the Bombers.
Right on. Fraud are the Fraud. What a joke. Yeah, I'll be on the Giants. Giants money line, sis best bet. Get it. Guardians game was something else. Yes, it was. Gavin looked good. Good morning, D-Cracks, first 5. Yeah, I'm going to be on the D-Cracks today. Ohtani ruined his batting streak yesterday. Oof. Don't hurt the dog. No, she just didn't know. She heard somebody downstairs, and I didn't go upstairs yet, so she didn't know it was me. I didn't hurt the dog. Don't even. Tricky total. I still kind of like the over now. BC spread might tease it too. So the exact opposite of what Nick likes. Under BC, Winnie and Winnie minus 6.5. There you go. Live betting it. You might get a few
I think you might be able to get double digits for BC if you live bet it.
I'm excited to start live. I'm excited for college football, the live bet college football that's going on. But getting them at 8 to 9 points would feel better. Makes sense. Yeah, gotta love get one pregame bet in there just in case you can't live bet. There you go. Braxton Garrett over 5.5 strikeouts. You enjoy that. I don't really do player. I do player props every once in a while, but nothing crazy. Like the over in the D-backs game. Well, we don't jump into that one first because we're actually going to talk this one first, Nick. And actually, I like to play for this game.
Huh?
I like to play for this game.
Oh, all right. We have the Atlanta Braves and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's a pick'em, total 8.5 in this game. Let's get into it. Let's switch over to baseball because I had the line history for football here. We have Nola and Edler for this one here. Line open up at minus 125 for Atlanta. It's now plus 106 for Atlanta. So a 31-cent line movement towards the Braves here, or towards the Phillies, my bad. Line open up at a 9, went down to an 8.5, and it's now down to a 8, a full run down from the original line.
Now, real quick, is most of this money from overnight stuff after yesterday's game got postponed? Just wanted to quickly tag that.
Let's take a look.
When did this line come out, and when did it? Because Nola was supposed to pitch yesterday, so I just wanted to make sure.
Line came out yesterday at 1:00. Yeah.
So keep in mind, some of that line movement could have been because it's no longer. Actually, that doesn't make sense. It's no longer it's Elder instead.
Yeah. I this is a tricky spot. Yeah. Now looking at it, I don't know how much we can really rely on line movements and anything like that for it because
the game yesterday was rained out, and this is essentially yesterday's game because Nola's pitching. The Braves just switched their pitcher.
Yeah. But Well, let's get into the pitching matchup here between Bryce Edler and Aaron Nola. Edler's been great this year, out of nowhere. He's been ridiculous. 3.52
Braves
ERA,
always shit out talent.
Yeah, 1.14 whip, 7.04 strikeouts per nine, which is 20%, 2.05 walks per nine, 267 BABIP, a 462 FIP, and a 396 Sierra. On the flip side, Aaron Nola, 5.34 ERA, 1.16 whip, 11.25 strikeouts per nine, which is 30%, 3.09 walks per nine, a 257 BABIP, a 465 FIP, and a 3.49 Sierra. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Atlanta Braves here. 3.02 FIP, a 2.74 Sierra compared to 5.18, but a 3.16 Sierra. Hitting advantage goes towards the Braves, who are number one in baseball the last 30 days versus right-handed pitching with 133 WRC plus, and the Phillies are 94th, which is 21st. 94 WRC plus, which is 21st. I really want nothing to do with this game. The line movement or the pitching change makes the line movement tricky to deal with. I probably at this point, I would question if this line's moved too much for the total in this game. And we'll take a look at it's now down to an 8. And it opened up at a 9. And I get it. I believe it was supposed to be somebody else. But
it's ass.
Yeah, is this total too low? Is an interesting question. For me, it's just I'm staying off. It's not a game I particularly have too much interest in.
I was actually going towards the Braves because I don't know about you. If a train is coming down the tracks, I'm not trying to jump in front of it.
Phillies have been winning too, though.
The Braves have won 8 straight. Phillies have done well too. They lost last game, but previous to that, they won 6 in a row. But yeah, these are 2 hot teams right now. I'll give them that. Ever since the Phillies got swept by the Mets, they've gone 15-3, and have lost ground on the Braves. So, this is a Phillies team that's playing good baseball. That's kind of what kept me off of it. Is both these 2 teams are hot, which kind of freaking sucks. But I'm completely staying away from this game. I kind of leaned Braves in the beginning.
Yeah, this is an easy stay off though.
Yeah. Back to the chat.
Yeah.
Which were
it was last 8 games over 6 strikeouts besides 1.
There you go.
Braves money line.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I usually only bet player props on MLB because I suck at picking sides.
That's fair.
Yeah. Now hockey season's officially over. Yeah. Nolan under 6.5 strikeouts. That's kind of interesting.
Like that.
Same game parlay. Braves money line. Edler 4 more strikeouts. Rosario over half a hit. Braves money line lean. Does anybody like the Phillies today? Lines moved heavily towards the Phillies. Pass over 6.5 Ks. I like. Nola, not Nolan.
We got people against each other in the chat.
Yeah. Braves first 5 money line lean and first 5 under. Kind of like the over in this one here. A fun coffee bet in tennis is running it back with Venus Williams plus 425 and a plus 600 last time. There you go. Nice. Braves first 5 plus a half. Braves in the over. Braves money line. Stay off. We had this conversation before. Well, you wanted the Phillies, but they ended up losing.
Yes, they did.
This is tricky. I
stay away from this game just because there is 3 other 1:00 games we can go ahead and bet today, Nick.
All right,
that's the beauty of it. And one of them right here, I really like.
Well, we have the Washington Nationals and the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks 145 road favorites with a total of 9.5 in this game. Let's take a look at where the line has moved in this one here between Irving and Henry. Line opened up at 145, and it's still a 145. Line opened up at a 10. It's now a 9. Wow. Line's moved a full run down. That's interesting. Let's take a look at where the money is coming in on this one here. And I can see why. 34% of the tickets and 89% of the cash is on the under in this game. 15% of the tickets and 49% of the cash is on the Nationals. The lines move toward no line movement, even though 85% of the tickets is on the Diamondbacks here. Nationals Park is the second best rated offensive park according to Ballpark Pal today. 6 stadiums are negative, 2 are positive. The Nationals Park is second at plus 1%. Progressive Field between Oakland and Cleveland is number 1 at plus 3%. I'm going to start looking at Ballpark Pal as well for hitting conditions. Let's take a look at the matchup here. Arizona with Tommy Henry, 4.34 ERA, 1.31 whip, 7.14 strikeouts per 9, which is 19%, 3.10 walks per 9, a 262 BABIP, a 552 FIP, and a 4.75 SIERA. On the flip side, Jake Irving, 5 ERA, 1.61 whip, 6 strikeouts per 9, which is 14%, 5 walks per 9, a 293 BABIP, a 539 FIP, and a 5.85 SIERA. I know the lines dropped a full run, but I think the over could be a look in this game. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Diamondbacks, but they're both not great. 3.68 FIP, a 4.37 SIERA compared to 4.33 and 4.6. Diamondbacks 112 WRC plus versus right-handed batters, which is 6. Right-handed pitchers, which is 6, and 81 for the Nationals, which is 23rd. This line's moved down a full run. A lot of money is on the under in this game. But if it's down to a 9, I kind of think there's value with the over now that it's moved down the full run. I don't trust Irving in this spot. The hitting conditions are pretty decent. I would lean over in this game. I don't know if I'm getting to this one. Yeah, I'm going to I'll probably dive a little bit deeper into this game. Try to figure out why the lines moved down. Maybe I have a feeling the line moving down may be lineup reasons, and that's why the line hasn't moved towards the Diamondbacks. Is maybe there's lineup stuff with the Diamondbacks where some players are sitting here on a getaway day. So keep an eye on that. I think I'll lean Nationals in this game. I don't trust Tommy Henry, but I also do not trust Irving. So that's kind of why I was leaning over in this game. If I had to get to anything, at the moment, it's a pass for me.
Yeah, I like the D-backs. Shocker. I know. I'd have to take the run line at even money, or I could probably get it. What can I get it on Bovada? Out of curiosity. Minus 105. That's fine. And I might end up taking the Oh, you know what? The pitching change also in the Philly game. Can I make another statement? It was supposed to be Tajon Walker yesterday. Now it's Nola. That's why there was a big line movement. Philly switched their pitcher too. I totally missed that one. Sorry, back to this game. I like the Arizona Diamondbacks today. Grab them even money run line. I think it's a good spot to kind of keep riding them. Irving has been god awful this year, especially at home, which he's got a 6.2 ERA. Now Tommy Henry's got a 6+ ERA on the road too, but I don't want to go out. I'd rather go and pick on Irving because the Arizona Diamondbacks have an offense that is capable of beating up on Jake Irving. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm taking the Arizona Diamondbacks on the run line today against the Washington Nationals. Also, Nationals, not a winning team right now, lost 5 out of 6. They won yesterday though, but they lost 5 out of 6.
Yeah. I want to back this over, but I don't like that it's moved a full run down. But I've also heard from people when lines move a full run down, the over is usually the play. Like, I don't know. But yeah, I'm leaning over. If I get no action on the next 2 games, I'll play the over in this one. I think that's the way I'm going to do it because I want to get something on these early games. And this is my strongest lean at the moment.
Sounds good. Back to the chat.
Is that Mr. Pibb? Isn't that Dr. Pepper?
Same thing.
Over D-backs, I guess. I'm leaning towards the over in that one. I don't like that the lines move down a full run, but at the same time, I think that may produce some value on the line. Diamondbacks money line, Walker over half a hit, Marte over half a hit. What book is minus 145? I'm seeing minus 153 and better. Bet online.
Well, keep in mind lines could be a little bit different because we typed them up around 10:30.
It's still minus 145. Let me refresh my book. If it's moved up, that
Diamondbacks, I see 160 on Bovada.
I see 145 on Bet Online, and that's the beauty of shopping around. You can get 15 cents better on Bet Online than you do Bovada. No, it's 145 on Bet Online, and I just refreshed it. If you like the money parlay, Luis Rise and Lane Thomas both to get a hit.
Dude, they've been on fire.
All three of my batter props so far have over 5 game streaks going, and not worried too much who they're batting against. There you go. Diamondbacks run line. The Nationals. Well, yeah, we all know the Nationals are not that great of a baseball team, but they've been scrappy this year. They've been very scrappy this year. Kind of like the under. All right. Bet 365 has Nola since 11 this morning. That's a starting pitcher.
Yeah.
D-backs. D-backs do have first base and second base resting today, but they aren't big hitters. Diamondbacks should still roll. There you go. I was wondering why this line just hasn't moved, and it's because players are resting.
Which Diamondbacks got to watch out. There's a team on their heels right now.
The San Francisco
San
Giants.
Francisco is 2.5 back.
Wow. Aces first half, minus 10.5 with a lock. Any good plays today or tomorrow, boys? We're going for right now. Yeah. Thanks to you guys in the chat. Yeah. McClanahan to get a win at minus 105. That's it. They're minus 340. How is that only minus 105? Minus 150 on Bet 365. I think he's talking about the Diamondbacks, though. Blazing a bowl of cherry lemon. There you go. Spanky's first 5 money line. We will get into that.
Against Brandon Woo.
Against Brian Woo.
Oh, yeah, Brian. Sorry, not Brian.
Woo's been better since getting hammered his first start. We'll get into that. That's the last game I have typed up.
About, yeah.
But we will go to the Oakland Athletics here now against the Cleveland Guardians. Guardians minus 175 favorites with a total of 8 in this game. Guardians, I think, going for the sweep in this one. JP Sears and Logan Allen. Line opened up at a 175. It's moved all the way to a 176. So a 1 cent line movement towards the Cleveland Guardians.
Wow.
Total, yeah, massive. Yeah, total opened up at an 8 minus 120. It's now down to an 8 even money. So a 20-cent line movement towards the under in this game. Let's see if the cash flow on this game is reflecting that. Let's see. Do we get our usual? Yep, we get our usual type of numbers here on the Oakland Athletics. We have 91% of the tickets and 93% of the cash on the Cleveland Guardians. So obviously the books are fully respecting this and moving the Guardians line super far to a 1 cent line movement. We see this every day though. 65% of the tickets, 63% of the cash is on the under. The line's moved 20 cents towards the under, which makes sense. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup. Sears hasn't been bad. 2.93 ERA, 0.9 whip, 8.63 strikeouts per 9, which is 19%, 1.95 walks per 9, a 183 BABIP, a 566 FIP, and a 4.96 SIERA. On the flip side, Logan Allen, 4.82 ERA, 1.46 whip, 7.71 strikeouts per 9, which is 20%, 3.54 walks per 9, a 313 BABIP, a 4.8 FIP, and a 4.71 SIERA. Hitting advantage goes towards them. Goes towards the Guardians. 124 WRC plus, which is 6th versus righties. Guardians are not hitting right now. 62 WRC plus versus lefties versus 29th, which is kind of, I think, might keep me off of the spot. The line moving down tells me that the under could be a decent look. Decent amount of money is coming in on the under, so I think that's just the books respecting the money coming in. And I can see this game playing to an under, and I kind of lean Guardians, but I don't, or kind of lean Athletics first 5, but I don't know if I trust them specifically to score runs. You can get the first 5 plus a half at minus 110 for Oakland. Don't know if I really want to start my day with Oakland, though. I don't know if I really want to do that. I hate this baseball slate. I'm looking more forward to the football game tonight than I am the baseball today. This sucks because I want to bet. I want to bet an early game. But nothing's correlating for me.
Grab the D-backs and the Braves. Grab the D-backs and the Braves.
I have no interest in that Braves game. But this is a stay off for me, I think, at the moment. And I think I might be moving on this over in the Nationals game.
Yeah, I think this is going to be one of the games I stay off of as well. Although I lean Cleveland to finish off the sweep because it's the sweep thing, but keep in mind, Nick, Oakland, after their big win streak, they were doing so great. They won, 7 in a row? Since then, they've lost 7 in a row. So they're back on that cold streak. So I am not trusting Oakland whatsoever to get anything done. So I would lean towards Cleveland on the run line. I know JP Sears has been okay. I know it's Logan Allen, which is kind of, I'm guessing why the line hasn't really moved all that much. But I would go Cleveland run line if I have to do anything in this game.
Actually, I would lean the opposite way. I don't like taking the plus 1.5, but that's kind of actually where I'm starting to look at here at this Athletics game. Yeah, you mentioned the 7-game losing streak here. You want to hear the scores?
They're probably did they cover the run line in all of them?
Oh, they lost the first one 6-3, whatever. Then they lost 4-3, covered the run line, lost 6-1. Previous 4 games, 3-2, 3-2, 3-2, 7-6. They've covered the plus 1.5 run line in 4 straight games and 5 of the last 7 that they've lost. So they're keeping competitive.
The only problem is Oakland plus 1.5
is minus 140.
Minus 129.
Yeah, it's minus 140.
Which I'm not doing.
I am not one to take plus 1.5, but I'm actually going to do it today. This is ugly, so hear me out on this one. I like JP Sears, and this bullpen's not been bad. Oakland Athletics first 5 plus a half minus 110. Oakland Athletics plus 1.5 minus 140. I'm going to grab both of them.
Did you not read the banner on the bottom?
I mean, it said. Let me remember what the banner says real quick. It says we are not betting the A's, Nick. We are not betting the A's. I'm betting the A's though. A's first 5 plus a half. A's full game plus 1.5. I'm not taking the money line because they've lost 4 straight games by 1 run. And I don't really want the stress of taking a full game money line, but I'll take the 1.5 here. So yeah, we'll head over to the chat here. In this one, got the Rays minus 1.5, minus 110 very early yesterday.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's where I would have wanted it.
The line was not available to me last night, actually. It wasn't. So yeah, ride the tiny wave. Yeah, the spread. There you go.
The tiny wave. I like that.
Yeah, this Oakland
ride
team,
the kiddie pool.
Yeah, this Oakland team can show up on the most random days. I stay away from them at the moment. Yeah, I'm just taking the plus 1.5 and the plus a half. I don't do that, but when you've lost 4 games in a row,
7,
by 1 run. And 5 of your last 7 by 1 run. It tells me you're staying competitive in games and not winning games. So
there you go.
Oakland has been battling, still losing, but they're making you grind out the win. Yes. The teams Oakland have already beat should show you the Guardians isn't a lock. Yeah. They've stayed competitive against the Phillies.
Hold on. Nothing's a lock. Can we just point that one out? Nothing's a lock? All right, cool.
Oh, yeah. That's a bad word in this industry. But yeah. McClanahan line was minus 105 a few hours ago. Now it's minus 150. Yep.
That makes more sense.
Yeah. Line movements haven't been meaning anything lately, Nick. Since I've gotten Action Network and I've been reading the line movements and all that, using that, it has. Because I've had the best baseball month of the year so far following line movements. So it actually has mattered for me. But A's first five, Tim, A's first five, little casher. Yeah. Ugly, nerfy lean too. Yeah, I lean under in this game. I think that this is a low variance game. Central division game, but lean Cleveland run line. So the Braves, Diamondbacks, two-teamer.
I like it.
Yeah. Line movement has always been low-key, has always been low on my metrics when I cap, but I do look to see why it shifts if it's a big jump. Yeah, for me, I don't bet games specifically on the line movement. It's something that either completely puts me on a game or takes me off a game, though. I still follow my X's and O's, but if my X's and O's correlate to a side, I want the market to as well. It's all one big thing for me. So when I look at it that way, yeah, line movements may not mean everything. They don't mean everything to me, but they help in my handicapping, and it is a big part of my handicapping to have everything correlate to what I want, because I want a few things to correlate in order to bet the games. Can't trust the Guardians right now. Their offense is so high. Yeah, it is. You know what the play is here, boys. We keep riding the wave, keep fading the A's, maybe first five, but then Guardians full game. Yeah, I can see that.
That could be a double result. That's interesting. Is going A's first five, Cleveland full game.
And I can absolutely see that. But I think that Oakland keeps it close here. I'm on the Guardians minus 170. Would rather pay a scratch-off bet than the Athletics. There you go. Could be 1-800 potential, yeah. What's the +1 line?
Considering the -1.5 or +1.5 is minus 130.
It's minus 140 and +150. You can get Oakland +1 at +104.
There you go.
There you go. They lost their best pitcher. Literally lost to their best pitcher.
I don't know.
Yeah. Wake Forest.
Yes, Wake Forest.
A's first to 2. I can definitely see that. I'm riding with the 2+ run lines though, which I don't do often. But the Oakland A's, I think, are worth a shot with that.
Yeah.
Moving on, Minnesota Twins, Boston Red Sox. Twins minus 150 favorites. Total of 9 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one. Not too much line history because this line just came out this morning because we didn't know who was pitching for the Red Sox. It's Justin Garza versus Joe Ryan. Line opened up at 163. It's down to a 145. An 18-cent line movement towards the Red Sox in this game. Line opened up at a 9 to even money. It's now a 9 minus 110. So line has moved 10 cents towards the over, and it's moved pretty significant towards the Minnesota Twins. Let's see if the money coming in correlates with that. 72% of the tickets, 93% of the cash is on the under, and the line has moved towards the over. It's kind of interesting. 63% of the ticket, or 37% of the tickets, 53% of the cash is on the Red Sox. The line's moved towards the Twinnies here. I kind of think the Twins are probably the look in this game with Joe Ryan on the mound. Let's take a look at the way these pitchers have done. Joe Ryan has slowed down a little bit recently, though. 5.34 ERA, 1.12 whip, 7.85 strikeouts per nine, which is 21%, 2.2 walks per nine, a 256 BABIP, 419 FIP, and a 4.54 Sierra. On the flip side, Garza, 4.09 ERA, 1.45 whip, 9 strikeouts per nine, which is 22%, 4.91 walks per nine, a 303 BABIP, a 319 FIP, and a 4.38 Sierra. Bullpen advantage is kind of tricky because the FIP advantage goes towards the Red Sox, the Sierra advantage goes towards the Twins. So I kind of split it out. Depends on what you like to do. Slight hitting advantage towards the Twins, 101 compared to 100, or compared to 99, which is 15th and 16th against right-handed pitching here. And looking at the spot, I think that both these pitchers can be vulnerable. I don't trust Garza.
Garza's a bullpen piece.
Okay, so it's a Boston bullpen game.
Yeah,
and we're getting big money coming in on this under here. 72% of the tickets, 93% of the cash is on the under in this game. And what has the Bucks done, Tim? They've taken the 9 and they took it from It went from the under went from a 9 at -120, and they're giving you a better price at -110 now. I think the over's the look in this game.
Yep.
In this spot, I'm going to move on that here.
Yay.
In this spot, over 9 at -110. In this spot, I think that both pitchers could be vulnerable. Joe Ryan has not been as good as of late, and we see a higher scoring matchup here early. So I got some early action now for the 1 o'clock games with this over and then the double up on the Athletics.
We finally get our first play on the site for the 1 o'clock games. I might end up adding the Arizona Diamondbacks run line to it as well, but we'll see. I like the over in this game as well. You get a bullpen game for the Red Sox, and you get Joe Ryan, who's slowed down a little bit for the Twins. And the Twins have gone over in 8 out of their last 10 games. So they've been more of an over team lately, which is good to see when you want an over. And you mentioned the line movement. A lot of people are on the under. I can't do it with the Red Sox right now. Sox are still an over team, as crazy as it sounds. 42, 32, and 1 to the over. So that's a pretty big over team right there. Twinkies probably not as big of an over team, but I could easily see this game being 4-4 at one point. So at bare minimum, if it's 4-4 at one point, we're getting a push. So I'll take the over as well with the 9 in this game, and I'll add that to the card to have at least one play. And then maybe, Nick, if you're interested, I could put up Arizona run line as a second play for the 1 o'clock games.
I would prefer the over the Arizona game. I don't really have a feel on the Diamondbacks there, but
right,
we'll talk about it afterwards.
Well, that means we're not putting it up. But it's fine. We got the 3 o'clock games, though, Nick, but we have to go back to the chat first.
Yeah. Hey, appreciate your capping. That's why I'm here. Yeah. Twinkies pitching matchup, bullpen versus bullpen, and pitching matchup, bullpen. Bullpens are about even, but definitely the pitching advantage goes towards the Twins. I just don't know if I want to lay $1.50 on them, especially with the line moving against them. So, pass on this. You guys like the over in the A's game? I lean under. That's why I took the run lines, the +1.5 or the +0.5 and the +1.5, because I think this could be a low variance game. I lean under in Oakland because Sears has been pretty good too, and I don't trust the offenses, or I don't trust Oakland's offense to put up runs as much. Oh, we're on that area of that game. That is not the matchup. I don't know why I typed in San Diego Padres and Miami Marlins. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Padres, Pirates, same thing.
And okay, I forgot to type in the San Diego Padres game. I will do that after I break down this game. We have the Pittsburgh Pirates at the Miami Marlins. Total 7 in this game, -135 for the Marlins. Let's take a look at the line history in this game as we have the Pirates and we have Marlins. Let's find that here. There we go. Keller and Garrett. Line opened up at a 120 for the Marlins. This is now all the way up to a 149. A 29-cent line movement towards the Miami Marlins in this game. That is massive. Line opened up at a 7.5. It's down to a 7. And basically the full juice move too. Kind of want to see if this if the first 5 is moved down as well. First 5 opened up at a at a 4 -110 on both sides. Now 4 -115 towards the under. So 5-cent line movement towards the first 5 under as well. All right, and now it's a 4. I was expecting a 3.5 with this total. Let's take a look at the money coming in on this one here. See if it correlates. As we have 21% of the tickets, 62% of the cash is on the under. I really like that. And then we have 64% of the tickets, 58% of the cash is on the over or the Marlins in this game. The lines moved drastically towards the Marlins. I think if you wanted to back the Marlins, you may have missed your line. It's been that big of a line move, and I love line moves. I love following line moves.
Look at it. Marlins run line is still +140.
Yes, I know.
So, I feel like it would be a lot. If missing your line is going to be a lot more annoying. Like I wouldn't if I missed my line on going from like a -120 to a -150. I'm not touching that. But going and getting a run line at +140 instead of +160, that's fine for me, in my opinion.
Yeah, you can still play the Marlins -1 in this game. I mean, that's obviously an option. I don't know if I want to play a run line in this game. Let's get into the pitching matchup here. Garrett's been absolutely awesome, though. All right.
Yes.
2.7 ERA, 1.01 WHIP, 11.14 strikeouts per nine, which is 32%. 2.03 walks per nine, a 290 BABIP, a 294 FIP, and a 2.79 SIERA. Mitch Keller has definitely regressed. 6.14 ERA, 1.5 WHIP, 9.51 strikeouts per nine, which is 24%, 3.68 walks per nine, a 338 BABIP, 492 FIP, and a 4.14 SIERA. The bullpen is terrible for Pittsburgh, and it's really good for the Marlins. 3.08 FIP, 3.13 SIERA for the Marlins, and 5.94 FIP and a 4.82 SIERA for the Pirates. It's been bad for the Pirates as of late. Hitting advantage goes towards the Marlins in this one as well. 112 WRC plus, which is fifth versus righties, and the Pirates 94, which is 19th against lefties. As much as I would like to back the Marlins here in this one, which I can definitely see the Marlins as a play, I want to look towards the under in this game more than I want to look towards a side in this one, especially with the Marlins now at -150. I don't know if I particularly want to lay that type
at plus 145.
I know. But I see this as a low variance game. I like the under. So I can see this as a 3-2 game. The Marlins, I don't think, are the most trustworthy team to lay run lines with. This is one of those teams where let me see what they've done on the run line recently. Because I think that Miami leads the league in one-run wins this year.
I'll make a counter argument for it when I go, but go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know if Miami is particularly a team I trust to cover run lines, but I'm going to move towards the first 5 under in this game at -115. That's what I like more than anything in this spot. So, Miami, Pittsburgh, first 5 under 4, -115.
I'm betting the fish, and I'm betting them on the run line. I've already got it locked in. Sure, you can't trust the Miami Marlins to win by 2. How about Pittsburgh not to lose by 2 or more? That's what I was looking at, Nick. Pittsburgh's on an 9-game losing streak, where in those games they have covered the plus 1.5 one time. They lost 11-3, 10-6, 7-2, 5-4. There you go. There's your one time against the Milwaukee Brewers. 5-0, 5-2, 8-0, 4-0, 8-3. I'm all over the Marlins in this one, and I really like the Marlins today. That's one of my favorite plays, along with the game that we'll talk about next. I am a big component for the Marlins today. I want to add a couple of plays to the site. We'll obviously talk later. I want the Miami Marlins plus 145 up there, but that's just me. Marlins is one of my strongest plays of the day.
Okay.
And it's just riding one of those trends because I don't know about you, Nick. Pittsburgh's lost 9 straight. Are you interested in backing that?
No.
Not
Marlins
online. Good.
I like the under. I could see them. I can see Miami jumping on the bullpen late. So
3-1, 3-2, 4-2,
something along those lines. But I like the first 5 under. I don't trust the Pirates bullpen for a full game under.
Okay.
But,
go back to the chat.
Yep. Find where we left off. There we go. Casas to get a hit. He's on a 5-game streak. There you go. Is Thursday usually get it away day for baseball? Yes.
Yes, it is. I have to go through the chat and just grab all of that guy's hit props and put them in a parlay.
Yeah.
Legit.
Austin Riley over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs -110. He crushes Nola plus 400 batting average. There you go. It's not a bad look. Good luck there. Marlins run line. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Dad. How are you? Was my only play on the Red Sox, so I just didn't bet. We're both betting. It should still hit. There you go. Miami Marlins money line and Braxton strikeouts. Yeah, I'm double dipping Marlins first 5 full game. Keller has not been great. He is not. But this is, I believe, actually. Let me take a look at ballpark power real quick. This is one of the best pitching conditions so far today, and great. I have the over in the worst hitting conditions today. That's fun. Yeah. I'm single betting the Marlins run line, but my same game parlay, it's the money line. There you go. 27 people watching, only 7 likes. What's wrong with these people? Shame. Of course, Marlins Nerfy. There you go. If I miss my line or want better odds, I add a player prop around 70%. All right, that's not a bad way to look at it. Yeah, I have to agree. The honeymoon is over with Mitch Helen Keller. Yeah, Marlins first 5 money line lead. Everybody's on the Marlins. That's the one thing that's scaring me. Marlins and Braxton, shout out, same game parlays, pays $255. There you go.
Yeah, you mentioned that. You mentioned that one earlier.
Yeah. Additional info: Pittsburgh on an L5. Yeah.
L5, L9. They've lost 9 straight, not 5, 9.
Yeah, that's. I'm no mathematician, but 9
That's
straight games
good.
it's not particularly good. No, it's usually not. They can always turn it around. Yeah. Pirates struggling means Braxton strikeouts. He doesn't even better shot. Yeah. Kind of like the Pirates. No, you don't, Fernando.
No,
For anyone wanting daily hit streaks, there you go. Already hit the like button like an adult. Appreciate it. L10 after today. Oh, well.
Yes, it will be.
I'm taking Garrett over outs and Marlins money line.
I'm going through and clicking in all of that guy's player props.
There you go. But we'll move on here to the next matchup. And correct me if I'm wrong. This is the biggest favorite so far this year.
I believe so.
Why did it have to be Shane McClanahan as the biggest favorite this year at minus 365? Total 7.5. My boy McClanahan. And the books are making me bet against him. Total 7.5. Let's get into it. This line opened up at a minus 360. It's actually all the way down to a minus 328. So I need to get on this sooner rather than later. Total opened up at 7 minus 120. It's now 720 minus 122. 2-cent line movement towards the over in this game. Kind of interesting there. Let's see if the money correlates with that here between the Rays and the Royals. No surprise, 92% of the tickets, 95% of the cash is on the Rays. Lines move towards the Royals. 82% of the tickets, 92% of the cash is on the over. The lines move slightly towards the over here in this one. McClanahan's been phenomenal. 2.23 ERA, 0.93 whip, 8.07 strikeouts per 9, which is 24%, 2.23 walks per 9, a 220 BABIP, a 384 FIP, and a 4 SIERA. On the flip side, it's going to be Jose Cuaros in a bullpen game, basically for the Royals, 3.38 ERA, 1.5 whip, 10.97 strikeouts per 9, which is 27%, 5.06 walks per 9, a 357 BABIP, a 309 FIP, and a 3.73 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Rays. Hitting advantage goes towards the Rays. It's a minus 300 fade, though. I'm grabbing, and I could have gotten way better prices earlier. I'm getting these are split bets. They're only 0.4 units each. Royals first 5 plus 265. Royals full game plus 290.
We're actually doing this?
Minus 300 fade. It sucks. I hate that it's against McClanahan. But it is what it is.
I'm going to stay off this game. How about you sure you're not interested in the Rays run line at like minus 170?
Can't say I am.
No, I'm staying away from this game 100%. No real interest in going after it. I don't want to take an over because Kansas City can easily get shut out, and I don't want to take an under because Tampa Bay could easily score double digits. So I'm staying away from this game. Good luck with your minus 300 fade. I am not particularly interested in doing that today.
Fair enough. I'm going to go track my play here. You can go over to the chat.
Okay. Where did you leave off? because I wasn't paying attention.
There we go.
Over this last week, only 2 player props didn't hit, so that's not a horrible idea. I made that do that too. Yes, I have a 5-teamer set up for you. I took Braxton Garrett over 4.5 strikeouts, Bryce Edler over 4.5 strikeouts, Christian Walker hit, Kettle Marte hit, and Tristan Costas hit. And I'll throw some money at it. Nothing crazy. Let's cash today, that guy. In that guy we trust. Ray's team total is the only thing. Yeah, really. I can't. Good luck, Nick, with the Royals. We've lost enough money with the Royals for me to not want to bet them. Anything else?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
First 5 Royals. Come on, Nick. Books are screaming with their tin can out. Please take the stinky ass Royals. Cy Young winner Shane O'Mac. Yes, McClanahan's been good. See, 5-0 after 5, 10-2 after final. I could see that too. That's why I want to stay away. Elmo, we're really going to do this. Team total over. Rays -3.5. Have fun. LOL. Rays team total over. Alternate run lines. Don't get me wrong. Anything can happen, but that's a big feat for those Royals. Yes, it is. Rays -3.5. I'm not backing the Royals. Could be a letdown after a huge rivalry series against the Orioles.
Very well could.
It is also the Kansas City Royals that they're facing. So
I'm not expecting to win this bet. I'm going to be straight up about it, but it's a -300 fade. I have to go back and track how those have done.
I love your confidence. I don't expect to hit it, but I'm doing it.
It's one of those where I just plug my nose and bet them. And that's just the way it is.
We've got 2 more baseball games left, Nick.
Yes, I forgot to type in this one earlier, so this is a little out of order, but we got the San Diego Padres and the San Francisco Giants. Padres -135 favorites with a total of 8.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here, as we have the Padres opened up at -110. Now it's up to a 134. 24-cent line movement towards the Padres. Line opened up at an 8.5 even money. It's an 8.5 even money still. I got in. I have already bet this game. I did a free pick video for it last night. And I got in at -105 for it. Let's take a look at the line move or the cash flow to see if I made a bad bet. I mean, not really. 64% of the tickets, 65% of the cash is on the under, and the line's not moved since the opening line. 63% of the tickets, 88% of the cash. Big bets coming in on the Padres, and the line's reflected that with a 24-cent line movement towards the Padres here. We have Blake Snell versus Alex Wood. Blake Snell's been awesome lately. 0.6 ERA, 0.9 whip, 13.5 strikeouts per 9, which is 39%, 3.9 walks per 9, a 236 BABIP, a 221 FIP, and a 2.98 SIERA. On the flip side, Wood, I think, is very vulnerable in this game. 5.12 ERA, 1.45 whip, 8.38 strikeouts per 9, which is 21%, 3.72 walks per 9, 333 BABIP, a 447 FIP, and a 4.45 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Giants. No surprise, we've seen the bullpen blow it multiple times so far this series for the Padres. 3.03 FIP, 3.56 SIERA compared to 4.88 and 3.98. Hitting advantage, both these teams have absolutely been smacking lefties around 144 WRC plus, which is first for the Giants, 129, which is second for the Padres. So both these teams have been smashing lefties. I've already played the over 8.5 in this game. And I kind of think that the Padres team total over is a great look as well. So I do think they get to Wood in this game. You can get a 4.5 at -110. I'm going to be involved in this one too. I like the team total over 4.5 for the Padres. Do I trust them to win a baseball game? No. But do I trust them to score 5 runs tonight? Yes. Me, the Padres team total over 4.5, and I have the full game over 8.5 as well.
Yeah. This one's another one of the I don't want to jump in front of a train. I'm driving the Giants again. I've been backing them throughout this series. I backed them through what other series was before this? the Dodger series. Me and you were all over the Giants during that Dodger series, and I've been all over them during this Padres series. So even if I lose a game, I'm fine. That's the way I view it. It's an investment, and I've already made some money on San Francisco Giants during this entire run. So, yeah, I'm going to go right back to them. Plus 115, I'm getting that. Why fix what's not broke? I'm going right back to it. Give me the Giants, plus 115.
All right. So we disagree on that game. It is what it is, though.
Yep, that's fine. Back to the chat. Giants again. Yes, I'm on the Giants. I love to see the Royals miracle again from earlier, a huge comeback, but lightning doesn't strike twice. No, it does not. My friend showed me four winning parlays. He turned 500 into 3,000. Nice.
Dang.
Giants reverse run line. F those Padres. They finally lose in the first 5 this series. It's time for them to get swept. Higgies is on Snell. Look at headlines last night. He's on Snell. Yeah, no, I can't do that. Been cashing on San Fran. Me too. So I'm not trying to jump ship now. But the thing is, Higgs is on the other side. He hasn't been on the Giants the entire time. That's probably why he's more able to do that. All right, Nick, let's see. Are we going to get more than just the over in the Boston game on the site?
We'll see. Oh, I forgot to track these. That's when I forgot to track on BetStamp is the first 500 in that Marlins game. I was wondering because I was writing down my plays and I know I'm missing one. But we get the New York Yankees minus 110 favorites against the Seattle Mariners. Let's take a look. It's Domingo Germán versus Brian. Woo! Line opened up at minus 125 for the Yankees, and now it's minus 110 for the Mariners. A 35-cent line move towards the Mariners here. Line opened up at an 8.5. Those were quickly gone. It was down to 8, and now it's down to a 7.5. Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised with the way that the Yankees have been playing, and the Mariners too. Just under galores with both those teams. And let's take a look. Yeah, 60% of the tickets, 89% of the cash is on the under. No surprise there whatsoever. 55% of the tickets, 82% of the cash is on the Mariners, telling me that the Mariners are probably the look in this game. Let's take a look at these two pitchers here. Everyone will probably look at Brian Woo and see his 7 ERA, 7.3 ERA the last 30 days, 1.3 WHIP, but 14.29 strikeouts per 9, 38%, which is and then 1.46 walks per 9, a 393 BABIP, a 368 FIP, and a 2.32 Sierra. Tells me he's getting unlucky because the balls put in play are a high average, but his FIP and Sierra are low. He has the lowest Sierra on the slate, only 16 pitchers, but Brian Woo has the lowest Sierra on the slate.
What is Sierra again?
Sierra is, I've got the definition here. It is skill, interactive, earn run average. Sierra quantifies a pitcher's performance by eliminating factors the pitcher cannot control by himself.
Thank you.
But unlike the stat as XFIP, Sierra considers balls and plays and adjusts it by the ball type. For an example, if a pitcher has a high expected FIP, but has also induced a high proportion of grounders and pop-ups instead of line drives, his Sierra will be lower than his XFIP. It tells me that he's not giving up hard contact.
Got it.
And when he does give up contact, it's the low Sierra and the high BABIP are telling me that they are soft ground balls that are getting through the infield. That's the type of hits that he's giving up.
Okay. I just figured I'd ask. That's cool.
And I expect better from Brian Woo. And Domingo Germán, 5.57 ERA, 1.52 WHIP, 6.86 strikeouts per 9, which is 17%. 3.43 walks per 9, a 313 BABIP. And on the flip side here, Tim, 5.66 FIP and a 4.99 Sierra. It's telling me that he's giving up hard contact, Domingo Germán. 2.99 FIP, 3.3 Sierra for the bullpen of Seattle. Bullpen for the Seattle Mariners have been awesome. And then 3.67 and a 3.82 for the Yankees, which is not bad as well. These are probably two bullpens where if you play full game unders, you could probably trust a full game under with these two teams. I'm interested in the Mariners here in this spot, and I'm interested in the first 5 under as well. I think I'm interested in both because I think this game goes under. Both these teams have been playing towards the under as of late, and I think the Mariners win this game. So I'm going to grab the Mariners minus 110. I'm grabbing the first 5 under 4. So give me a slow start, and the Mariners take over late. Mariners money line and the first 5 under 4 for me.
Yeah, I'm going. I was actually looking more towards New York, going for the sweep. I know you're gonna mention the Brandon Wu not good, all that stuff, numbers, whatever. This is I know, and I know there's no judge for the Yankees right now, which is the reason why this line is so close. So I'm kind of looking towards the Yankees, but this is gonna be a very light card for me.
Yes.
That being said, I have plays in half the games and 3 out of the 4 1 o'clock games, and then a 3 o'clock. I have plays in 5 out of the 8 games. So this would just be the one of the 3 I don't bet.
Yeah, that's fair.
Probably should say back to the chat, Nick. And then
Yep.
we got some WNBA to talk about.
Yes. Let me get back. Okay, I'm doing the chat. Okay.
Where did you leave off?
Nope. Giants again? Yeah. Nope. We already did that one. There you go. I think it was that one, right?
This one. Blake Snell has like 40 cases a month. Yeah, he's been good, but the Padres haven't been. So Boston team total over 4. Sure. Woo woo woo.
Woo!
Mariners money line. I'm not backing Herman. Good luck. The first 5 is juiced to the over 4.
Yes, because that's because the line has been moving down. It moved down a half run.
Just got done drinking a Dr. Pepper. Honestly, I like Mr. Phibb more, better taste. Judge still out, but Seattle haven't been playing that good as of late. Yeah, stay away. Click. There you go. Simple physics. Yankees should be able to take care of them, but both teams are inconsistent as of late. Correct.
Yes.
Mariners running line the under. Yes. Lean towards the under. I'm leaning towards the Yankees. Might sprinkle a reverse run line on the Mariners. If Judge was playing, I'd be taking them, but without him, they aren't too dangerous offensively. Correct.
They don't scare me out. Yeah.
Mariners money line the under. It feels like a 3-2 type of game. It could definitely be a 3-2 type of game.
Absolutely.
All right, Nick. You wanted to be able to talk about some of these, so let's do this.
Yeah, let's break down some WNBA because I know you like the WNBA, and I want to be able to break down some of these games because we had a lot of people asking about it yesterday, and why not? I mean, it helps get us away from baseball a little bit. Connecticut Sun minus 4.5 favorites against the Minnesota Lynx. Let's bring up covers for this as well. Let's grab up this matchup. Connecticut comes into this game 10-3 with a 6-6-1 ATS record, 8-5 over under on the year. Minnesota 4-8, 6-6 ATS, 4-8 over under. So Minnesota's been covering a little bit better than winning. They've been a dog most of their games. Let's take a look at the way the line has moved here. As this line opened up at a 5.5, it's down to a 4.5. And the line opened up at a 159. It's down to a 158. So the line's moved a point towards the under, and it's moved a point towards the Lynx. In this one, let me get back to Action Network and get to the WNBA here. We have 57% of the tickets and 74% of the cash on the Connecticut Sun, and the line has moved towards the Minnesota Lynx. We have 75% of the tickets are on the over, and the line's moved a point toward the under here in this game. And on the money line, 36% of the tickets, 91% cash on the Lynx. Not a surprise because how many people like laying minus 200 on WNBA? For me, this checks a couple boxes. I'm kind of interested in the under in this game as well. In this one, which is a 158, and the Lynx at plus 4.5. This is a Lynx team that's been covering a little bit as of late. And we've seen, they've covered in 3 of their last 4 games. The only team they didn't cover in against was heading to the best team in the WNBA and the Aces. This Sun team has really struggled as a favorite this year, and they've covered what, twice as a favorite this year? 3 times. They covered game 1 with a 9-point win over the Fever. They covered against the Dream as a 3.5-point favorite, and they covered against LA as a 4-point favorite. Other than that, this is a team. Oh, they've also been going over a lot of games too. But the Lynx have been a good under team. I like the under, and I like the Lynx in this spot. I'm going to be grabbing both of them here. Lynx plus 4.5 at -115, under 158 at -112.
Yeah, I'm going to take a approach to the first 2 games of the slate. And I'm going to be grabbing a trend that I've been following for most of the season. Home dogs. Sorry, just dogs in general. 38, 27, and 4. That's 58.5% against the spread. Home dogs, 16, 9, and 1 against the spread. That is 64%. So dogs have been very, very profitable in the WNBA. Now, that's just against the spread. I don't know about straight up money line dogs. But those are against the spread numbers. I'm going to be on the Lynx for this one, and we'll bring up the other game in a minute. I'm going to be on the dog in that game too, and then I'm going to end up being on a different side for the last game. But you're going to notice I'm going to be following a trend, and that is home doggies. So Lynx plus the 4.5. Even though, yes, Connecticut's a really good team. They are 10-3 this year. They're not far behind Las Vegas, and they've split their meetings so far. So if you want to take a long shot, maybe look towards Connecticut. But
I'm not looking at anybody other than Vegas.
Yeah, I'm not either. The Lynx should cover this game.
Yes, I think the Lynx have a decent chance of winning outright.
They could. Lynx money line, yeah. Have I tried Dr. Pepper strawberry and cream? No. Thank you guys. I'm with y'all on the aces. I there's no value in betting them for me. I parlayed them with Birmingham to go back to back. Added Brian Hartman top 40, KC division, Philly division, Detroit division. Good luck to you. Lynx have been decent recently. I should know they've been wrecking a few of my smaller parlays. The Lynx have been good lately. They've won 3 out of their last 4, and they've covered they didn't cover the first 4 games of the year. Since then, they are 6-2 against the spread. Yeah, this is a team I have no problem backing. Is the Minnesota Lynx right now? So yeah, that's fine. I heard LeBron wants another ring so bad he's willing to get the change and put up 840 points a game in the WNBA.
Yeah, he's joining the Sparks, right?
Yeah, no. Suns, no. LeBron is no. Come on. LeBron is Griner pretty much. Home dogs trend in basketball again. I heard that before. Yep. Griner has been having a hell of a season since she came back from her vacation to Russia. Yes, a vacation. Yes. Let's head to this one, Nick, which people might hear it again.
Yeah. We have the Washington Mystics, Chicago Sky. The Mystics -3 favorites, total of 154.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the matchup here. The Mystics 7-4, but 4-7 ATS, 1-9-1 over under this year. They've been an under machine.
Yeah, but 154.5 is a tad too low.
Yeah. The Sky 5-7, 7-3-2 ATS, and a 5-7 over under. So we have a team that's losing but covering. We have a team that's winning but not covering, and 2 teams that trend towards the under here. All right. We have 84% of the tickets, 93% of the cash is on the Chicago Sky. The line's moved towards the line has moved towards the Sky, I believe. And we have 31% of the tickets, 48% of the cash is on the over in this game. And let's take a look at where the line is moved in this one here. So, we didn't do that to start off. Line opened up at a 3.5. It's down to a 3. So the line has moved a little bit. I was hoping it would have moved a little bit more, considering 81% of the tickets and like 90-something% of the cash is on the Sky. I was hoping it would move a little more, but that's beyond the point. Line opened up at a 155.5, and it's down to a 154.5. So it's moved down a point. with let's see, with 69% of the tickets, 52% of the cash on the under. I don't have a feel in this game. This one's not one I'm particularly interested in betting. I guess I would lean under if I had to bet anything in this game because these are two teams that are trending under, and I might get to this under. But I was hoping that the ticket counts would be a little bit different. But I mean, it's moving in the direction, but no play for me. Sky feel like a little bit too much of a public dog for me personally. The line, now don't get me wrong, the line has moved towards the Sky, so it's not as bad of a public dog, but still a lot of
3.5.
Huh?
It was 3.5 at one point.
It was 3.5. Now it's down to a 3. I was hoping with the type of money it was on the Sky, they would be down to 2.5 or 2 by now. But yeah, it's a lean towards the Sky and the under, but no play for me.
Yeah, I'm on the Sky. I would take the under, but 154.5. That's just that's the lowest total we've seen all year. And that's yes, I realize Washington has been the biggest under team. They went over one time, that was against Connecticut in game number 3, and then they pushed against Phoenix. Which actually I had the under 157.5 that game, so I got the win there. I would love to go after the under. I can at that number. I will be on the home doggy again, 16-9-1 against the spread. And that's normally for me, when I take that home doggy trend, it's going to be 3 points or more because any other thing is going to be more of a money line play. And as we will talk about in the next game, because I got a good line on that one, but I'm on the Sky +3 in this one.
Yeah, I'm actually considering this under because both these teams have been really strong to the under this year. I mean, the lines moved towards it. I'm going to jump on this under here. Under 154.5, Mystics and Sky at -110.
Most confident play of the day for me, San Fran.
The under in the Blue Bombers game.
There you go. Mystics stays. Yeah, I probably should just take the under as well, but I'm not going to. Under. Okay. Sky. At this number, I kind of want to take the over. I feel like it's gone down too low, but I'm just going to.
It's only moved down half a point.
I just think it's too low of a total in general. But let's head to the final game, Nick, that we'll talk about.
Yeah, as we have the Seattle Storm and the Indiana Fever in this game. Interesting line movement in this one here because now this line opened up at a 1.5. It's up to a 2.5 now for the Fever.
Oh, wow.
Line opened up at a 163.5. It's up to a 164. Move a half point towards the over in this one here. So a point towards the Fever, point towards the half point towards the over. 87% of the tickets, 99% of the cash is on the Fever money line, 83% of the tickets, 96% of the cash is on the Fever -1.5. It's moved up to a 2.5, but good God. If you weren't on the Fever, I'd be on the Storm right now. 88% of the tickets, 97% of the cash is on the over, and the line has moved to half a point. That's all it's moved. That's kind of making me think that I'm going to be on another under tonight in the WNBA. Let's take a look at what these two teams have done. Both have trended towards the over, but the Fever 4-7, 5-4-2 ATS, 7-4 over under. The Storm 3-8, 7-3-1 ATS. They've been great covering, but it's not a huge spread. And it's a 6-5 over under. Both teams trending towards the over. But when these two teams match up, now these were different teams, but the last 10 matchups between these two teams, 8 unders. And with all the money coming in on the over and the line moving half a point, it's telling me they're not particularly scared about this over. And I'm going to move on probably a third under here today on the spot, under 164 at -113 for me.
I'm on the Fever, but I got him at -120. So I got a good line on it. Now it's up to like a -2.5, which is like 140 area. I don't know whether or not I would want to go after it now. Because because you would have to lay the 2 points. I have no problem laying the 2 points, to be honest.
I think if this line hits a 3, I'm interested in some Storm. Getting a full bucket, I'm interested in the Storm at 3.
You do you. I'm going to stick to my Indiana Fever bet that I got minus 120 for that one. And the only reason why I'm not doing home dog in this one, it's under 3 points. And when it comes to it, when it comes to the home dog trend, I want it to be at least 3 points because Seattle Storm, yeah, sure, good job. You are 7-3-1 against the spread, but you're 3-8 straight up, and I'm betting against them straight up. So the spreads don't matter in this one. Give me the Fever.
There you go.
And that's all the games for today.
That is all the games for today. Head back to the chat.
Fever, yes. Storm, no. This show has been good today. I forgot to play in my 11 o'clock poker game. No. Under. I could see the under. Joey, where are you? Fever minus 7.5. It's 1.5 on FanDuel. I might do a trifecta with the Fever. Rays, Braves, and Marlins. Rays, no. Braves, sure. Marlins, yes. That is everything. By the way, Nick, I wanted to quickly mention because I looked it up because I didn't place my Wake Forest bet yet, and I don't know if I'm going to anymore.
It's moved.
Yeah, they were 155. Now it's 115.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to go ahead and take Wake in the over, and that's plus 310. I feel like that's the approach that I want to take to that game. But anyways,
well, that is everything for. We have one chat here.
Good.
It's no loss, no biggie. Time was better spent capping. Yeah, I played poker last night. I finished second in a small field tournament.
I made like $100 in poker last night, so that was nice.
Yeah.
Best of luck today, everyone. I tossed a unit on the player prop parlay too. Yeah, I put a little bit on it. Nothing crazy.
Yep.
You can win me a Benji tonight, so that's nice.
Yeah,
on a 5-legger.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
that's all the chat. These are all the games. That means, Tim, you know what time it is.
Housekeeping.
I love that clip.
I love that one.
I love it.
Anyways, that's everything. Make sure you guys, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all links in the description below: Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, picks and parlays, premium plays, merch, TikTok, ESP Shorts, and the EarleSportsBets.com website. All linked down below. Make sure you guys check out SeatGeek for your concert tickets and sporting event ticket needs. $20 off your first purchase when you use the code ESB at checkout. Sorry. I don't have a balling out. Do not have a balling out done for today because there was only 8 games. There was some missing pitchers, missing lines. I didn't do it last night. There'll be another one tomorrow if you guys are interested in that. Recapping, I will be jumping on Wake Forest and the over 8. That's a plus 310 because I missed my line on Wake Forest outright. I will be on the Braves today. That's now plus 102, so I'm going to get a little bit of a better number now. I will be on the Diamondbacks run line. I will be on the over in the Red Sox game. Actually, I have all those bet already. I'm on the Giants. I have that one bet already. I do not have the Marlins game bet yet. I'm going to in a minute. And then I'll be on the Lynx, the Sky, and the Fever. I have all those in already. Da-da-da-da.
Woo. All right, that is my recap. 3. Oakland A's first 5 plus a half minus 110. Oakland A's plus 1.5 minus 140. Boston, Minnesota over 9. San Diego Padres team total over 4.5. Full game over 8.5. Miami, Pittsburgh first 5 under 4 minus 115. Mariners money line minus 110. Mariners, New York first 5 under 4 even money. Blue Bombers minus 6.5 and the under 49. And then the Lynx plus 4.5. Lynx Sky under 158. Mystics, Lynx Sun under 158. Sky and Mystics under 154.5. And Fever Storm under 164.
And I'll also throw in there Syracuse Mets money line in the over 10.5 parlay, is a plus 377. We're going to the game tonight. So, yes, I will have money on it because I am a degenerate.
Yes.
When it comes to minor league baseball. So, there you go. Best of luck to everyone today. I'm sorry about that one already. Wake Forest reverse run line. If I could find it, I could not. I only have. Can I find it? Let's see. I can get team total overs. I can get nerfy yerfies for that game. I can get double chances. Not double chances, but what do you call it? The double ups where you pick a team to win the first 5 and parlayed with the full game. But I cannot find the reverse online. You have yourself a good one, boys. See you tomorrow. Sounds good. We'll be back tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. with another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. Bye-bye.